Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the Soliad Ventera. Let's start by taking a look at the outside. This is how it looks. It looks quite interesting. There aren't too many open wheels vehicles in this game, so that is nice. On the inside we have a very detailed interior. As you can see, this is also the base model, so that's a very high detailed interior. On the rear not too much, but on the front it's very good. However, the lights on the inside don't seem to work, but that's just a minor issue for this vehicle. And let's go on the outside and turn it on and drive for a while. This vehicle is, as you can see, rear engine and rear wheel drive, and it is quite heavy. It has a weight of almost 1.4 tons, which is quite a lot. You would expect this vehicle to weigh at least less than a ton, but okay, that was risky. But the biggest thing to remember while driving this car is the fact that it is rear-wheel drive, it is rear engine, so the front doesn't have too much weight on it. So understeer, you will notice it, especially mid-corner. When you accelerate mid-corner with slick tires, the trajectory you want to take goes out of the window, because a lot of power goes to the rear, and to the front you lose a lot of traction. That was a small bump. Okay, I still have power and drivability, and let's take a look at the damage. So, as you can see, the engine, let's zoom in, the engine and the rear suspension setup. Okay, let's use the mouse and the free camera. As you can see, all this heavy stuff, mechanical stuff, and it is very easy to damage the suspensions. That was a decently big crash, and now I am crabbing around. It is very okay. It was undrivable. Now it is completely broken, but it is very easy to damage the front wheels, especially if you get caught with the understeering in mid-corner. You can bump slightly another vehicle or the barrier, and the wheels get damaged very easily. So you have to be extra careful while driving this vehicle, but it is a very nice car to drive. I really like it. It is also very powerful. This is considered the base configuration, and I didn't have any problems. Oh, okay, that was a small slide around, that's not good. And it is a nice vehicle to drive, quite unique looking. It remembers a lot of the Prowler without the huge ass. So this is the line of this vehicle. It also is very nice. Anyway, let's do a big crash now. Where do I want to crash? Against a solid thing. Okay, here, okay, with some airtime. Ooh, that was a nice crash. Of course, I am upside down, because I am always upside down. And as you can see, the damage is important, this vehicle. The 3D model looks nice. Some polishing could be done, especially on the front. There are maybe it looks a bit low poly, but it's still pretty nice. Here, as you can see, the line is not the best, but it's still overall pretty good. This mod comes with 18 configurations. All of them are somewhat different to each other, except the shell, because the shell is just the body of the vehicle, so it will be only used as a prop. I was driving the base model, as I said, and the changes in the body are minor, very minor, because it's mainly aero parts, like for example the front and the rear spoiler, the wheel covers. The base model I was using didn't have front headlights. Some do have the front headlights. Some have softer suspensions, like the Explorer and the Custom, but and some are Roadster. I was forgetting Roadsters, but the body changes are minor. The power is very different, because there are few racing engines, different tuning. Explorer and the Custom are more off-roader oriented, so a lot of different engines and setup. But all these configurations are pretty viable. I did enjoy most of them. There is, however, a little bug, and is that it doesn't spawn with your selected color. You have to change it in the parts selector. So that's just to let you know that it can happen. And now let's try the Ventera 2.5 FE. But before starting, I want to let you know that some vehicles do have this rear part that can be opened, some don't. So if you want to take a look at the engine, you can't do it in all vehicles, and it was just to let you know. Now, this vehicle has a faster setup. As you can see, I have about 30 more horsepower, or it was 70. Yeah, anyway, I have a lot more horsepower, and also slick tires. This has a manual gearbox. The one I was driving did have a an automatic gearbox, but as you can see, apart from my game that wants to die, this vehicle is very nice to drive. This road, however, is very wide, so it helps, because if I was driving on a normal road, I didn't have space for that understeer moment. But it's nice to drive, it has a lot of power, I'm accelerating a lot, of course I'm downhill, but the power is there, and it doesn't want to kill you that much. Of course I do have the ESC on, but even with the ESC, you can still go pretty fast. You can see I'm not losing control. As you can see, the headlights in this model, that's nice. And I think now it's time to crash, because I didn't brake in time. Ooh, and that's a very big crash. And as you can see, same as early, the front especially is not highly detailed in a crash situation. It could be polished a bit. I'm not a huge fan of this stretching in the vehicle, but it is what it is. At least it is nice to drive, and that's what the matter is on this vehicle. And okay, let's free myself from the track. And this was also a loop around the highway in the Cyberpunk map that I will be adding the link in the description as well, because I'm trying this map as well as the car. And I want to show you what I was talking about, the weight balancing of this car, but I do need a road, okay, a smaller road. Let's get down this part here and go back in the city roads. Okay, car, please, let's go. Nice and slow, because these roads are dangerous without barriers. Ooh. Brakes are very nice on this model. Okay, where can I try it? Okay, first I need some speed and a tight corner. Is this a good place? Hopefully. I don't want to go around. And as you can see, maybe not too much, but I already did damage to the steering. Slow bumps can damage the suspensions very easily. Okay, it seems like I can't. Okay, that was nice actually. It's not easy to show. I'm trying. Can I find? Okay, this was not the part I was hoping to find. Let's get out of this tunnel that can easily damage your vehicles, because all those parts of the railing can be destroying your vehicle. That was another crash. At least I still have a functioning car, but as you can see, the 3D model isn't the best. Also on the rear, the exhaust is pretty weird. But let's reset it, and I want to find a tight corner. I'm not able to find. Okay, let's try this one. It is not easy to showcase, but I will try. Maybe I need to find a better situation. So let's crash it one last time. Yeah, I was crabbing around, but I still have power. Check the difference in the front suspension. And let's do a head-on collision with this house to break this car one more time, and the damage is still not very good, but at least I'm liking the vehicle. To try and show the issue with the understeering under acceleration, I'm on the automation test track. I'm using the 1000X configuration, and I'm very late on the brakes. That wasn't the best, but I think this part of the track can be the best. So I'm here going at 1/3 of acceleration. As you can see, the line is pretty nice. I'm accelerating as well. Now here, let's see, I'm doing the corner, and that's what I was talking about. A huge acceleration sent me straight mid-corner and also against a wall. So that's what you have to be careful about on this vehicle. The base configurations do have this issue a bit less than the faster ones, but it can happen a lot. So be careful while racing these cars, because understeer, under acceleration can be extra deadly. And the chosen thing for the descent is the dragger configuration, because I really like the paint job, the two-tone paint job, and the fade between the two tones of the color. This vehicle, however, it's not the best dragster, because if I go on the inside, quickly you can see this still is a pretty luxurious interior, and also the roll cage is not here, so it's a dangerous car, and it is also very powerful. So now let's go and destroy it, because I'm not a huge fan of dragster, so I want to destroy it. Okay, let's go full speed off the jump, and let's see the first hit on the floor. Nice. Okay, will I hit a cube with this speed? Yes. Oof. Look at that piece flying as I am stuck here, and this radiator or front grille is not very happy. Anyway, this vehicle is completely destroyed. You can see I got stuck inside a cube, and the vehicle is completely mangled. And the 3D model, once again, as you can see, it shows the limits of the design. It's not the best. It can be improved, of course, but at least, as I said, it is a nice vehicle to use and to drive around. So the crashing is important in this game, but at least the handling is very good. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.